We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Michigan's offense will start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties, better guys, going to take it to the house.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
Got a lot of running room. 10, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Illinois' offense will get the ball for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Paul.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
The short hands, it's Valentine. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Back to throw, it's Shields. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll bring him down. Started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. The Wolverines are marching down the field. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And here on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Back to pass, it's Shields. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This time it's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to get to him. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 15, here's the return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Discards a man. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they... Michigan. Extra point. A About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Dropping back, it's Shields. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Michigan 28, Illinois 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack. Throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Illini. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run play action. Going for it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Pulls it in, it's Lions. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Illinois, 10.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely...
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 26.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan, 42. Illinois, 10.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Shields. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Looking at a 2nd and short now. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Illinois right back to the line. The aerial assault continues. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Makes a grab over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Going up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. He's going to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Valentine. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Shields. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
They'll take over.
You cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. This offense has a second down play. They're going to run it. Just plowing ahead. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a
touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan 49, Illinois 13.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And they got the sack right out of the gate.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Shields. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back cat-like?
Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Michigan 56, Illinois 13.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive that put your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Shields. Dances away, trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Handoff from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set. Alert.
On the run, it's Valentine. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Just destroying his way through the field. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Trucks through the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Looking to pass, it's Shields. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan 70, Illinois 20.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They're bringing heat. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the short completion brings up second down. Back to throw, it's Shields. They're trying to get to him. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus, those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.